The history of the prophets. Ezra, peace be upon him. The lineage of Ezra, peace be upon him, is from Ezra bin Jerveh, who is from the progeny of Aaron, peace be upon him. The captivity and prophethood of Ezra, peace be upon him, when Nebuchadnezzar destroyed Beit al-Maqdis, among the 40,000 from the children of Israel who recited the Torah and were scholars whom he killed, were also the father and grandfather of Ezra, peace be upon him. At that time, he did not kill Ezra, peace be upon him, who was a small child, because he considered him insignificant. No one knew that he recited the Torah. He was taken to the land of Babylon, along with the captive children taken from the children of Israel. Among the captives in the hands of Nebuchadnezzar were Ezra, peace be upon him, like Daniel, peace be upon him. He was among the children of Israel, who returned there after Nebuchadnezzar died and Beit al-Maqdis was rebuilt. When Ezra, peace be upon him, reached 40 years of age, Almighty Allah granted him wisdom. No one memorized and knew the Torah as he did. It is certain that he was a righteous and wise servant of Allah, and it is well known that he was a prophet from among the prophets of the children of Israel. When the children of Israel returned to Beit al-Maqdis, they did not have the Torah with them, because when the things in Beit al-Maqdis were taken, the Torah was also taken from their hands, burned and destroyed. Almighty Allah sent Ezra, peace be upon him, to renew the Torah for the children of Israel, and for this to be a miracle for them. He recited the Torah to them, and had them write it down, and said, "This is the Torah." Thus the children of Israel relearned the lawful and unlawful matters in the Torah, and they showed Ezra, peace be upon him, a love they had not shown to anyone else. He set them right. He remained among them until his soul was taken by Almighty Allah, peace be upon him, and upon all the sent prophets. After Ezra, peace be upon him, some innovations appeared among the children of Israel. They deviated into false beliefs. They went so far as to say, after Almighty Allah erased and removed the Torah from our hearts, He placed it in no one's heart among us except His son. Ezra is the son of Allah. Almighty Allah explains in the noble Quran the misguidance of the Jews and Christians in this matter, and how they altered the books revealed to them. The Jews said, Ezra is the son of Allah. The Christians said, the Messiah, Jesus, is the son of Allah. These are ignorant words they utter with their mouths, imitating the words of those who disbelieved before. May Allah destroy them. How they are turned from the truth to falsehood. They took their scholars, their monks, and the Messiah, son of Mary, as lords besides Allah. Although they were commanded only to worship one God, there is no God but Him. Exalted is He above what they associate with Him. Woe to those who write the book with their own hands and then say, this is from Allah, to sell it for a small price. Woe to them for what their hands have written, and woe to them for what they earn. Among the people of the book is a group who twist their tongues towards the book, making you think it is from the book, but it is not from the book. They say, this is from Allah, but it is not from Allah. They knowingly tell lies about Allah. Was the person who was left dead for 100 years and then brought back to life Ezra, peace be upon him? It is also suggested that the person mentioned in the 259th verse of Surah Al-Baqarah, who was left dead for 100 years and then resurrected, was Ezra, peace be upon him. And it is said that this is the well-known opinion among the majority of the scholars of the past and later generations. Considering that the ruined city in question was Beit al-Maqdis, it must not be forgotten and should be kept in mind that Ezra, peace be upon him, came there only after Nebuchadnezzar died, and that he was among the people from the children of Israel who returned there when Beit al-Maqdis was rebuilt.